Well, hello. I figured I'd do a little update tonight on the 3.0 transmission install, the soft plug, and the rear main seal. I've been driving it now for about 4 or 5 days, and happy to report everything's perfect. Just tightened up a couple of transmission lines down here on the bottom that were a little bit loose, but no big deal. And we'll go under here and we'll give you a look underneath of it, and you can see pretty much where the flywheel cover is here, and there's the transmission, there's the back of the engine, and the rear main seal, and the soft plug took care of the problem. I have not had any leaks whatsoever. It is bone dry. I'm very happy. So that took care of that issue. So if you have water and moisture leaking around your transmission and the bottom of the engine on these 3.0s, more likely you got a soft plug issue. And if you want to know how to change all that, you have to go back and check out one of my videos where I dropped the transmission out and installed a soft plug. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. I just figured I'd do a maintenance check tonight on it, and I don't see any issues. And there's a new oil pan that I stuck on not long ago. A lot of these get trashed because when they made them at the factory, they just made them out of cheap metal. And of course, if you live in the Northeast, they get hammered by salt in the winter time, and the salt just eats the metal to pieces. But typically when you have that leak, you will see it right here around the transmission and the engine where it's connected, and it'll run down back toward the axle housing, and it'll be like a little kind of a milky white residue that comes down, and that's usually your issue. But other than that, everything seems pretty good. I haven't used any transmission fluid or oil, and the rest of the bottom of the engine seems to be in pretty good shape. Like I said, I got this new oil pan and gasket that I stuck on it, and I actually had to go over here and retorque the transmission bolts because, like I said earlier, once you start driving it, after you change your filter and put a new gasket on it, you always have to come back under and kind of retorque your bolts because they have a tendency to work loose a little bit when you put a new gasket on it. So they've been retorqued to about I think 20 pounds, nothing major, but yeah, pretty happy. No more leaks. And if you saw the video before, it would just be constantly dripping on the floor. So I've taken care of that, and I'm really happy. But let me go back up on top and give you another look at it. And just make sure when you do your transmission lines, sometimes if you don't get them really tight, they have a tendency to leak a little bit. And I think you can see my transmission line is actually right about there where my finger is. One that goes in right there where that clamp is. I'm on my little cell phone tonight. So that's it. That's the update for now. Other than that, it's running great. And somebody's going to get a good van when I get ready to sell it. So there's your update. And if you have that leak, you know, you're going to have to drop the transmission out and replace that soft plug and all that. And if you do that, make sure you replace your rear main seal for $13. It's well worth it. And also, you might want to check your transmission seal, the front pump seal in there. You know, if it's leaking, replace it. It's only $7 or $8. I think it's about $13 too. Well worth it. All right, well, there you go. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. And until next time, later.